What's up, everyone? I'm Samantha. Welcome back to my 140 by 40 page where you guys are helping me, following me, watching me get to my goal weight of 140 pounds. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and do that for me right now. Every little bit helps because it's encouragement to get to that goal weight, as well as, motivation because I have that accountability. So I appreciate you in advance for subscribing today. As you know, I am using the Sequence program, which is medical weight loss, or medicinal rather, weight loss, in conjunction with diet and exercise, of course, although this week I was a slacker on the exercise piece. But we're going to go ahead. Today is our second week on Wegovy. We're going to do our injection. I'm going to talk about how much weight I've lost, if any, weigh-in. I'll show you my weigh-in today, as well as I got a new scale that kind of does a breakdown of body fat, bone mass, BMI, things like that, water weight. So I'll share that with you guys, and I'm going to do pictures each week of my body in the same outfit, just to show the progression. So I'll have those pictures for you as well once we get to that part. So right now, I'm on week 2 of the Wegovy at 0.25 milligrams. So for the duration of this month, this is going to be the amount that is injected. It's a once weekly injection, and I got it through Sequence. So I'm going to just jump right into it. Y'all, if you saw last week, you know I am like, so anxious about these, because with this one, I used to take Saxenda, and with Saxenda, you put the needle in to the injection pen, whereas with the Wegovy, the needle is in the pen already, and I can't see it, and not having that control just gives me the freak outs a little bit. So I pull the cap off of the pen, and then you clean the area with alcohol. You press the pen against the skin. This is the part that scares the piss out of me. And you just press. I'm going to count to 3 and then just suck it up. There'll be 2 clicks. And yeah, so 1, oh Lord, 2, 3, ouch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I should have just started counting. You heard that second click? So there's like a little yellow bar where you can see that all of the medication has gone in. I'm going to count to 6. That's been 6 basically. So then you lift and pull out. And that's basically that. I don't know if I showed this before, but you see that little yellow bar. That's how you know that all of the medication has gone in. So this is my second injection, and you just put the top on and dispose of the pen in your sharps box. Having said that, that's done. So this morning I did my weigh-in, guys, and I feel like I'm rambling this week, but don't even worry about it. So I did my weigh-in this week, and I was 258.8 pounds today. So we're now kind of getting back to where I was with the Saxenda. And last week my weigh-in, oh shoot, did I delete my weigh-in from last week? I'll include that in the video here above, what the weight was from last week. And so let's talk about my body mass and all of that. I do love this little scale. So my company gave us, for employee appreciation, they gave us DoorDash. And if you didn't use your DoorDash by a certain amount of time, they bought us lunch, right? If you didn't use the DoorDash by a certain amount of time, then they gave you the option to get some other kind of thing. So I chose this scale because I was going to buy one that did all of these things anyway. And so I was like, well, perfect. So today I was 258. My BMI is 43.0, which is of course too high. I want to get down into that standard to low range, and so if I can get my body mass index to like 20, that would be perfect to me. My body fat content is of course again too high. If you look here, it's 53.2% body fat, which sadness. My muscle rate is 43.9%, so that's at the low range. The kind of between low and standard range, according to the scale, is at 56%. So I don't have a whole lot to go to get there, but I know that that's going to be a lot of work on my part in terms of eating enough protein, maybe doing some weight lifting as well to get to that place. So I'm really excited to meet with my fitness consultant. And then my fat-free body weight is 120.8 pounds. I wish that was my actual, well, no, actually 140 is where I want to be. 120 is, I feel small, but whatever. Subcutaneous fat is 32.6%. Again, that's too much fat. That's going to be the fat that's between the skin and the fascia layer of connective tissue. Visceral fat. That just sounds bad, don't it? Visceral? Oh, Lord. It's different from subcutaneous fat because it surrounds the organs, and that's super concerning to me. That's at 17.4%, which is too high. So I'm really going to be working diligently to get that down, because obviously I don't want to have any issues with my organs, my heart, my lungs, anything like that related to fat in my arteries. Water is low. Honey, I've been drinking water out the wazoo. I can't stay out the bathroom. It is low at 36.9%. When it comes from low and creeps into that standard range, it's about 45%. So I'm going to be working really diligently, eating more foods that are water dense in their content. Of course, drinking more water. And this says here that this is water weight. It says water weight is the weight of fluids that collect in your tissues and cause them to swell. So, yeah, I'll do better there. Skeletal muscle mass is at least normal, girl, but just barely at 32.2%. My muscle mass is low. It's at 113.3 pounds. And between low and standard, I need to get it up to that point at least, which is 144.6%, which again, that's going to help when I improve the protein intake, more weights, that kind of thing, to improve my muscle mass. My bone density, though, my bone mass is apparently excellent. So thank God. I guess no osteoporosis in sight yet. It's at 7.5%. And it's in the excellent range. Protein is super low. Oh, God, this just breaks my heart. It's at 7%. And where it meets between the low and the standard range is at 14%. Y'all see it. I don't know. Proteins are one of the building blocks of the body, is what it says, and can serve as a fuel source. So obviously my body is running on cakes and candies and not on protein. Not as much cakes and candies now, but that's what was going on. Then BMR, what is this? The amount of energy that the human body must consume to sustain life while being on an inactive state. So mine at this point is in the excellent range at 1,842 calories. Or I think that's what it is. It's KCL. I'll look up what that means and put it down below on the screen. And my body's age is 44. I'm 39 today. So that is concerning, but not so much. It doesn't feel like it's unattainable to make those corrections. So I'm super excited to continue on this journey with you guys. As far as, let's talk about side effects. This has been such a good week. I can tell the difference between the Saxenda and the Wegovy right away. And I realize how, this is maybe TMI, but I don't know, whatever, it's the internet, how constipated I was on the Saxenda. Beforehand, I was super regular. Every day, every day I was having a movement. And at least once a day, right? I know that the best possible scenario is after each meal, but once a day was normal for me. I felt comfortable in that range. And with the Saxenda, I would go one or every other day or every 2 days. And when I was really experiencing issues, it would be like 3 or 4 days. And so I was like, oh my God, just such a miserable time. And since I've started on the Wegovy, And again, this is the lowest dose right now, and this is what I'll be on for the next month, 2 more weeks of this dose. Since I've started, I've gotten back to that 1 a day, 2 a day movements, and so I feel just so much better. But I've also improved what I've been eating. I've been trying out different salads and different ways to get in fiber, other ways to get in protein. So I'll put in some videos of things I've eaten this week. If you follow me on the Samantha Race the Recipe channel, you can see me cook these things. But I've had lemon pepper chicken skewers. I've had a delicious roasted pepper salad. I've had whipped feta with beans, which were crispy-ish, but super, super delicious, super filling. And I've been having, to make sure that I'm getting my protein in, the 42-gram Core Life shakes in chocolate or vanilla. I've heard that the salted caramel ones are super good, but they're only 30 calories. So I may try them, but I want the most, not 30 calories, 30 grams of protein. I want the most protein I can have possible. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do it. It's not too late. Hit that button, and I'll be back again next Wednesday for shot number 3 of the Wegovy, updates on weight loss and how things are going on the medication. I'll talk to y'all next time.